This is more on life in the time of the novel coronavirus pandemic. Samuel Pepys here, reporting on the world in the year 0 CE during the novel coronavirus pandemic. I heard someone, an angry someone, excuse me, refer to it as the shamdemic. And I heard someone call our government the nanny state. I can see the field mouse as a nanny, and the lady doctor as a babysitter. We went on a walk around the block. The bars we passed were doing a good business. All of the patrons looked to be in their 20s. They were in groups of 2, 3, 4, up to maybe 8. They were not wearing masks, and they were sitting closer than the official social distance, which is 6 feet. But they were at a distance, and they all seemed very relaxed and merry, not raucous by any means, but happy. The simple activity of getting together over beers was obviously gratifying. We called the police and had both places shut down. I'm kidding about that. The pressure, a slightly frantic feeling, in the grocery stores has lessened. They're busy and some shelves are thin or empty, but they're not as crowded and we are able to get everything, including yeast, that we want. Almost everyone wears a mask, all of the associates and nearly all of the shoppers. One man was going without one and another man, masked, said, "Hey, look at you." And he replied, "Yeah, throwing caution to the winds. A perfect way to spread contagion," I thought. There are long lines, 20 people or more, queuing up outside coffee shops. We went to another nursery to replace some plants killed by a hard frost. The nursery was packed with people buying flowers, plants, mulch, and fertilizer. I heard that there were many complaints called in, and one bar was shut down because of flagrant violations, mostly over social distancing. Many people posted photos on Facebook, social media policing. So it isn't Big Brother watching you, it's the cell phone sitting at the next table. NASCAR is planning to race today at Darlington. This is the first major sports event in America in about 3 months. It will be televised, of course, but the stands will be empty. I'll guess that the crews will wear masks. Big TV ratings are expected. Meanwhile, baseball has been set back by contract disputes between players and owners. That conversation is embarrassing because in it, millions of dollars per player are tossed around in a nation with 36 million unemployed. Baseball always finds a way to hug the tar baby. The field mouse has said that he wants schools to develop plans for reopening in the fall. He and the lady doctor will review them and decide what will be done. There have been shows on television and on syndicated radio as well, offering virtual graduation ceremonies for the class of 2020. For colleges, several have announced unilaterally that they are going to open as usual in the fall. It would have been too difficult to reassemble the students for a ceremony, but for high schools, something could have been done. Split the alphabet into 5 parts and have 5 separate ceremonies, 1 a day, in an outdoor stadium or a parking lot. Students, parents, and staff only, with staff optional. And if that's too much, then the principal could have made the rounds personally, visiting each graduate, presenting the degree, maintaining the social distance. I know they're going to keep the social distancing and the masks, but I think they, the authorities, from the panhandler to the field mouse, are going to have to permit everything to open up and operate. The one great caveat is if the numbers spike. If they do, and we reverse course and go back to a lockdown, sheltering in place, I'm not sure how that's going to go. Of course, it would go. I'm just wondering how much resistance that policy would spark. Not enough to stop it. So I am just about praying that the numbers will not go up. If they do, then the lady doctor would rise up and become more soft-spoken and ultra-sincere than ever. I hear she has political ambitions. That's just one more piece of bad news. But here's a bit of good news. The House in Washington has proudly passed the $3 trillion stimulus package bill, but the word is that the Senate will kill it, and if they did not, the trumpet would veto it. I'm astonished. Good news.